Morning all. Always a test time for the batsman as the Freitas pushes into Michael Slater. He's immediately off the mark. A glorious shot off the back foot. It could go all the way for 4, so that's a great start for Michael Slater and Australia in the series. It wasn't a bad ball, but Slater immediately onto the back foot, placed that beautifully. And good morning, Greg Chappell.
Good morning, Bill, and what a way for Michael Slater to start the Test match and to start this summer of Test cricket.
It's in the air and it's in the gap. 8 runs off the over. A great start for Australia. It's no wicket for 8. It's a bad delivery and Slater whips it away. It's going towards the boundary. There's the fine wing. He knocks it on. It's 4 more, is it? Yes, and that's not good enough. Philip Tufnell concedes 3 runs.
Well, Philip Tufnell had a lot of problems with his fielding on the previous tour of Australia. He copped a lot of stick from the Australian crowds. If he continues to field like this, he might find himself on an early flight home because the pressure's going to be too much for him.
Oh, and just wide of the fieldsman. Well, he hit that one in the air. It could so easily have gone straight to Stewart. It was to his right. He didn't get a hand to it, I don't think. It could so easily have been out. Well, this is the way Michael Slater plays. He's going to have a go. And every now and again, he's going to give this sort of opportunity to the fielding side. Another look.
Yes, I just wonder if he was trying to move Michael Gatting from that position at silly mid-off. He'd just been moved in there from the onside, and he nearly got him out.
No wicket for 45. Martin McKay. Oh, a little mix-up there. He had to go back very quickly. He wanted one. And that was a silly run by Slater. The captain was right on his toes, sent him straight back, and so no problem. So it's almost drinks, almost an hour's play so far this morning, and no problems for Australia. Oh, good shot, straight down the ground, and that brings up the 50, slightly over pitched, and Michael Slater did what he does so well. Simply hit straight through the line of the ball, and that has gone straight down to the mid-off boundary for 4. So the Australians bring up their 50, and drinks are coming out onto the ground.
It's a lovely shot from Slater. Wasn't a bad ball at all.
I reckon on the replay we might see Goff going up here for LBW, because for one instant, for one wonderful instant, he reckoned he was through Slater.
That's a good shot. That'll be 4. Good shot. Short outside off stump. That brings up the 100 for Australia. Cannot bowl there to Michael Slater. Loves it. That's a little closer to the right-hander. That's well played by Slater, though. He perhaps misjudged how close it was, but he compromised well and just guided it quite past the slip there, and that's gone for 4 as well. So Australia move on to 1 for 107. He's gone over the top. That's a good shot by Slater. I reckon they've decided to have a go at him. They know that Tufnell can go out backwards in a hurry, and Slater's the man to do it. That's brought up his 50. And a very well played 52. Australia 1 for 112.
Just the 2 slips in now for Michael Slater. Pad there. Was there some bat as well? Oh, Goff thinks so, but there wasn't any reaction at all from the slip cordon. We'll have another look at that.
Well, this is his normal stock ball, Darren Goff, is to in-swing it or nip back it. This ball just really angling in, probably played a little bit down the wrong line. I think he played outside it a bit, didn't do too much.
That's the chance. It's worth a try. Just the single conceded.
To make sure that he turns this start, turn this start into 100. Has scored 3 scores of 90 in Test cricket as well so far.
What was that?
Well, I think he's pretty determined to make sure he turns this into 100. There was a little suggestion there that he was getting a little bit impatient with Philip de Freitas, and if you're going to bowl it that short, then I'd better take full toll.
Michael Slater has now scored 499 runs against England in Test cricket. 416 in his first series in '93. And that's a rather pleasant way to bring up the 500 in Test cricket. Martin McCaig has got to get his compass sorted out.
That's a magnificent shot from Slater. He really has smashed that one down the ground, and that's taking him into the 90s as well. Right off the meat of the bat. This is McCaig again. He's got that one down fine, and that may well go for 4 as well. Yes, into the fence too. Yes, McCaig very unhappy, and not surprising. Not surprisingly either. That one was again a bad delivery. Just helped on its way down to fine leg. What do I do now?
Australia 2 for 182, and it is to be Phil Tufnell from the Vulture Street end. Might have just got the bat on it. If he has, it's his 100. And Slater certainly thinks he's hit it. He's going to make sure the umpire doesn't call it leg byes. A very good 100 from Michael Slater.
Yes, that's fantastic innings by Michael Slater. A lot of the folk here on their feet. He's played an aggressive knock again. Lovely to watch he is. And I think that perhaps tells the story. Oh, he's hit that one. What a good shot for 4. Down the wicket, through the gap on the offside, and McCaig there trying his best to cut it off, but never really got anywhere near it. That was hit very firmly by Slater.
Beautiful use of the feet. He's been prepared to go to the spinners all day. Down he goes, gives himself some room and finds the gap. That's been one of the features of today's play, has been the boundaries through the gaps. Wasn't necessarily a bad ball, but he just opened up the cover region and found the boundary once again. Well fielded by Hick, and he throws wide. This could be 4 more, so it's all happening at the Gabba. He's given away 4. Hick sees the funny side of that. It was a attempted run out, and 4 more. 100-run partnership between Waugh and Slater as Australia takes control on the first day of the battle for the Ashes. Really has been a superb batting display. It's the onside field, short, mid-on, long on. Well, that was a slog, but he got away with it. Not the best shot that Michael Slater's played, but he got 4 more.
Yes, it's a bit frustrating for the spinner. However, I don't think many top-class spinners mind if batsmen play right across the line like this, because if they keep doing it, they're going to get out. But anyhow, he's got a great eye.
Perhaps beaten by the spin, or perhaps beaten by the pace. Whatever it was, it's cost Philip de Freitas 4 runs, and so too did the fact that it was short and wide of off stump. Wonderful stroke. Simply a wonderful stroke. .150 for Slater. No better way to do it than with one of the very best shots of the day.
There's his highest score in Test cricket.
Well, it looked as if it was a Q-ender, but it doesn't matter how you get them, it's how many. That's his highest score. He's very delighted. Seemed to slip as he was playing the shot. Got a slice of luck, probably deserved it because he's played magnificently today.
And taken. The 2 old men of the England side bring about the downfall of Michael Slater. Gooch the bowler and Gatting the fielder at mid-off. So Michael Slater won't get the century in the session. but it has been magnificent to watch.
Well, he's a little cross with himself. I can understand why he thinks a little medium, slow bowler like Graham Gooch getting me out. He got a bit overconfident, over-cocky, I suppose, and he'll think about that for probably an hour. But he's nothing to reproach himself about. As he waves his bat to the crowd all stand in a super performance. It's just he'll kick himself when he gets in the dressing room, trying to lob it over mid-off and just holing out straight to Michael Gatting. But well played, Michael Slater. Australia now 3 for 308.